Okay, so I'm going to react to Topaz animations. I've seen her animations before and didn't really get a full glimpse, but we know exactly what she does. I've been seeing a lot of discourse when it comes to Topaz's animations, and before we actually get into like me looking at it and giving my thoughts on it, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Who cares? Like, I feel like this is one of those things that really is unneeded to be complained about. There is so many other things in Honkai Star Rail that we can't complain. I mean, we make videos on nearly every single thing that's a problem in Honkai Star Rail. Those things need addressing before something like Topaz's animations. Like, really, dude. Like, we play the game in autoplay. Like, do we ever really honestly look at the screen for longer than 5 seconds at a time? Probably not, because we have the game constantly in auto. Memories of Chaos, auto. Simulate Universe, auto. You're progressing through the game, doing your Cavern of Corrosion, auto. You're farming your traces, auto. You're building your characters. If you could auto that, you would probably do it, right? You never really get to actually look at the animation stuff in Honkai Star Rail because half the time you don't care. You just log into your dailies and log out. Now there will become a point, right, when soon you get the character, as soon as you get the character, you do the trial run, you'll obviously see the animations then. But to be quite honest, that's pretty much only going to be once you're in that honeymoon phase, you're gonna look at the animations, right? But again, you're probably going to run everything in auto most of the time, unless you don't have enough gear to do autoplay for Memories of Chaos, stuff like that. Maybe Swarm Disaster, you might not auto. But again, this is such a minor thing compared to all the other issues that are present in the game. But anyways, look at animations. I'll give you my thoughts on it, and we'll give a conclusion at the end of the video. This owl dude is loud too. I didn't watch the live stream. Well, I did a little bit of it, but not too much. I personally don't like watching them because they just really don't get to the point. I think that's the purpose of the live stream, though, to be cheesy and comedic colleague. My baby, wait, hold up. Look at Numby. Damn, Numby cheeked up. Okay. Before we actually do, bro, look at Numby. Damn, Numby cheeked up. I'm not even looking at Topaz. Numby. Oh my goodness. No, I'm trolling, dude. Ignore me. Damn, Topaz cheeked up shit too. Okay, for let me chill. Can she hug me like she hugged Numby right now? Okay, never mind. All right. These animations, like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool too. Okay, you can't really see that. I don't know why I paused. This is cool. Motherfucker does a wing attack. This is literally a wing attack from Pokemon. Look at this. He flew in the air, spun his wings. He's hitting the fucking opponent like he's Articuno. Fucking wing attack. That's cool as hell. This is one of the coolest animations in the game. It's so unique. It's so unique. Look at that. He literally throws a hurricane at the enemy. It's like a fucking wing attack. It's so nice. I like it a lot. This is coming from someone that has played a lot of Pokemon. If I have a clip of wing attack as a move, I will show in the video. I love Pokemon, right? And this character feels like a Pokemon trainer. Am I wrong? She fits the Pokemon trainer aesthetic. You have the trainer, and then you have the Pokemon, in this case, Numby. And she performs that role really well. I like this a lot. It reminds me of Ash and Pikachu, you know? But that's just me personally because I'm a Pokemon fan. And I'm sure a lot of you out there reason with me as well, right? But the animations are really solid. The wing attack is sick. This is pretty cool. You know why this is cool? Because I am literally someone that was a part of Game Stonks. So, like, for me, this hits different. Like, I was in 2020, I was a part of Game Stonks, right? To the moon. I don't know what it's like now. Apes stick together and diamond hands and all that shit. So, like, this hits home for me, right? Like, having all of these animations hits home for me because I was a huge fan at the time of, Game Stonks. So anything that has to do with any type of stock market, it's a nostalgia factor for me. So what I'm trying to say is this character is not, she's hit or miss for sure, right? She's hit or miss. But you'll also understand that her animations and everything about the character is unique from other characters we have in the game, right? Between the stock market animation, the Topaz and Numby rising up on the stonks, right? To the moon. And then you have her throwing Numby in the air, and the Numby does a wing attack. So it's like a Pokemon reference. It's so many references in animations for Topaz that makes us very unique. And I do understand the complaint, right? You want to see Topaz. I want to see Topaz too. She looks fucking gorgeous, right? She has nice personality. She has nice... Look at them legs! You don't think I want to see her more in the animations? but it's fine because you literally get to see her outside of combat. In combat, who cares? You're going to be autoing most of the time. But if you want to look at her, you can look at her outside of combat. She does have a few animations like her shooting, and you get to see her a little bit, but it's like Kafka, right? Kafka follow-up attack shoots as well, so you get to see a little bit of Kafka then. But if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I love her animations. I don't see any issue with the animations, and the reason why is because it's very unique and it's hit or miss. They ramble more than I do, but here are the animations. She shoots a gun. That gun animation looks really cool. It has more animations than Kafka shot, right? And I understand Kafka's a follow-up, hers is a basic, but for a basic attack is pretty nice looking, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I really do like how Numby sits next to her. The spin attack is pretty cool. Again, I don't see the issue with her animations, and I'm someone to, listen, I'm someone to complain whenever there's an issue, I see an issue. This looks absolutely fine. It looks great. You hit the enemy, gold comes out. What other character does this? This is so unique. This is the most unique thing I've seen a game do with a character. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I would say her animations are more unique than any other character we've had thus far, right? Can you deny that? I mean, we've had characters like Jing Lu. She just shoots a bunch of ice at the enemy. She jumps up in the air, and there's a moon behind her. Like, I mean, you know, her eyes glow red. I mean, you know, Den Heng's animations are really cool in Baby 2 and I, right? I would say his are definitely up there in terms of being really unique. But Topaz's just hits different because this is a character essentially that feels like a Pokemon trainer, and there's nothing else in the game that comes close to that. So this is what makes it very unique. It's very distinctive from other characters and animations in the game currently. So Kafka, I made a video about Kafka. You'll see that probably today. Numpy sits on top of her head. Like, how? That's so fucking cool. When you press E, Numpy sits on top of her head. Like, this, bro, I'm about to cry. This is like the coolest, bro. Should I put on face cam? I'm not gonna put on face cam, okay? I'm like I'm hideous right now. But Numby is sitting on top of Topaz's head. This is the most adorable shit I've seen. This reminds me of Pikachu and Ash. Literally Pikachu and Ash. I love this so much. Now, the spin does get redundant. I will say that. The little spin animation can get redundant. But that's the only issue I see with the animations. And to be honest, like I said before, granted, you know, we'll be running Honkai Star Rail in auto most of the time. The only time we probably won't run in auto is when we're testing out Topaz. That's a little different. But as far as I see it, what difference is this from other characters in the game? In my honest opinion, right? I mean, sure, could they have added another animation alongside the spin attack? Yeah, definitely. But again, I don't really, like, I don't really see this as much of an issue. Now, look at all the attention to detail, right? Look at all the attention to detail when it comes to Topaz's animations. Look at her ult. You literally see the stonk market, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Look at all of this extra details put into it. This is insane. Like, what other character has animation like this? Every other character that presses ult literally just looks at the enemy and is like, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's pretty much it. Topaz is looking at a chart and saying, I wonder what direction the market is gonna go today. Like, I mean, what would have made it better is if maybe Himiko gave her a cup of coffee alongside with it, because stock market and coffee is like the typical stock marketer, you know.
Shut your
and this is just, look at this. This is so fucking cool, man. Like, Numby is chasing coins like he's Mario. Like, or it's Mario. I don't know if Numby has a gender. I'm sorry if I offend you, Numby. Numby is running up the stonk sign like he's Mario, collecting the coins. I'm so biased, sure, because I like Topaz as a character overall. This is like my favorite character, right, by far. But the animations, right? Even if I did not like Topaz as a character, her animations are insane. Numby runs around the map with her. Look how cool this is. Numby is literally walking like you have your own little pet. This is listen, like, I've asked for this for I don't know how long in Genshin Impact. How cool would it have been to run around with Paimon? The only way you could run around with Paimon is if you glitched the game and you went to the Statue of Seven, and then you like when you were trying to go Statue of Seven for the first time in like Leeway, right? And you would glitch the Statue of Seven to get Paimon next to you, and then once you close out of the screen, then you'll have Paimon literally floating around next to you. It was like this glitch I did plenty of times. I shouldn't say this on video because I could probably get in trouble for this. But anyways, it was cool. You ran around with Paimon, but that's the closest thing we had to a real pet aside from the Sealies they gave you in events. Whereas this is a full-on Numby. You get a full-on pet to walk around with you. This is the coolest shit I've seen Hoyoverse do with a character, by far. And I'm not even exaggerating. This is cool. This is really cool. Like, the attention to detail put into this is massive. So I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't see the complaints with Topaz animations. I guess we could say, yes, sure, the animation with Numby doing the actual attack could have more animation when it comes to that, sure. But if I'm being completely honest here, she has so many animations with Numby and her, and even outside of combat, to where it's like, bro, like, the attention detail, sure, it may not have been put into that exact part of using her with Numby, but you have to take everything into consideration when it comes to the characters, from the animation style, the attention to detail in the animations, and what happens outside of combat too. Because let's be honest here, you're probably going to play her in auto and every other character in Honkai Star in auto at a certain point, right? Once you get the gear to smash every bit of content in the game. And once you do smash every bit of content in the game, most of the time you look at the characters outside of combat. So in my honest opinion, I really don't see the complaints with this. If we really want to complain about anything on Star Rail, let's complain about the absolutely god-awful rates in this game. Let's talk about the absolutely god-awful chances of getting the relic that you need. How long is it going to take me to get speed boost for my Fushuan? How long? Who freaking knows? That's the video here. Thank you for watching, and have a nice rest of your day. Peace.